Luckily,
I think Kevin made some contact with that car. Wow.
big hit.
Whoa! Brad Sweet on fire. Yeah, right front's down, Marty. Now have these cars committed, the 31 and the 11. The caution has just come out. Look at the right front. It is just torn up. And the flames are still shooting out the right side of the car. And Brad is going to bail out.
Yeah, he needs to get out of that.
Stop, you could take the weight around, couldn't you, if you're in the right spot. Look at this car. It is a mess. Brad Sweet had been in the top 10 for a while in this race tonight. Let's go back and show you exactly what happened. He was running 19th at the time.
Ooh, he got hooked in the right
turned.
rear. Yeah, he got hooked.
Jeff Burton got him.
Stops as we have trouble just past the start-finish line. Brad Sweet, 38, hard into the wall.
Hold her down there. You're below the yellow. Nothing's coming at you down in there.
Another car involved. Looked like it might have been Eric McClure.
It was down to the inside of the track, Andy.
Sorry about that, Duty. I saw him pick you up.
Well, perfect timing on this 31 pitting right there, too.
What happened? It's Mike Wallace in the 0-1.
Yeah, looked like Mike got in the back of Brad Sweet.
Yeah, Brad might have been moving around a little bit there.
Kind of like what Harvick said.
Yeah, you got to drive these things straight. You make a lot of erratic moves. It's hard to keep up, and you basically spin yourself out. You might blame it on the guy behind you.
And surprisingly, coming back across the track, didn't collect more.
Yeah, Stenhouse was right in the middle of that, too. See, Townley got into the back of Eric McClure.
Is that Timmy Hill that got a piece of that as well?
So.
Little curvature to the car after he straightened it up a bit.
Oh, trouble on the backside.
Right into the 52, trying to lock the brakes up. Issues on the backstretch.
I saw that one coming.
Has the 52 of Joey Gase stopped on the track. And the 5 of Brad Sweet couldn't get stopped, and we saw him slide right underneath that car.
There's a 70 car right there. And you got some more cars up there in front, and they're all trying to get off the racetrack, and boom.
And there was a car in front of the 52
something
that had him stopped.
in front of Joey Gase.
So Joey had stopped to try to avoid this.
Exactly.
Ooh, is that Kevin Harvick?
Harvick tried and slid by on the outside. Caution comes out into the wall in turns 3 and 4. Now just coming off of the wall, making the hard left turn is the 32. That is Brad Sweet. So Sweet got up into the wall in turns 3 and 4. You see the damage to the right side of that truck.
Remember, Larry, you talked about his qualifying problem, spinning out on lap number 2, but pretty significant contact there for the Great Clips Chevrolet out of the Turner Motorsports stable.
Yeah, he hit it with both ends, and there's going to be, I think, some substantial suspension damage there on that 32 truck.
Just got a little bit loose, got sideways, had to chase it up the hill. A lot of times you can get away with that if you have a 60-foot wide racetrack, but not here on this 30.
Brought out the caution. Brad Sweet, who was running in 17th place, a lap down, a lap that he lost on that exchange of green flag pit stops, and he had trouble in turn 2.
Yeah, he jumped a cushion. That's a pretty good job with it.
We almost caught that.
Yeah, he did. He really almost caught it. Didn't hit anything, though.
Probably all worked out for the best by this happening. Brought out the caution. He hadn't lost another lap, so
Nate could have tightened it up.
Yeah. That's exactly right. And breathe too.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's kind of important.
Yeah.
Matt Crafton was
Down goes Brad Sweet in the 32.
There's a self-cleaning effect. It goes down there and pounds that inside wall.
Who was that?
That was Brad Sweet.
No, that was Brad Sweet.
That was Brad Sweet. But I think he's talking maybe about the 20 of Joanna Long when we first caught a glimpse of the 32. Brad Sweet, it looked like Johanna Long was in the vicinity anyway.
I believe I'd just sit there if I was Brad. You can see all the water running out of that thing, and maybe a little bit of oil too. Inside the top 20. Oh, Johanna Long was down on the inside of Brad. She does a great job. Watch this, Phil.
Amazing. That's about when we saw her right there, and then he was completely sideways, backwards, right next to her.
And she just had to sit there and just take a deep breath. You know, any evasive action on these banks, she would have went into the wall too. She was really cool there.
Kept that truck straight. That's her coming straight at us.
Be interesting to see. They made contact. It looked like maybe Johanna was in there, and maybe Brad came down, didn't see her in there. Is that what it looked like to you?
That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, you heard him say, who was that? Well, that happened to be the 20th Johanna Long.
I can't believe she didn't crash.
It's amazing.
Trouble. Brad Sweet. Danica's got a piece of this one too.
Yeah.
And Elliott Sadler weaves his way through.
Coming at you anywhere. Danica spun inside and get it running. Back up. All right, you're good.
Sam Hornish on the bottom here. Gets up into her. The last thing I remember between Hornish and Danica, there was no love lost there from previous races.
Yeah, that wreck right there was initiated by Sam Hornish. Gets into the left rear of Danica. She can't do anything but try to chase the car up the hill right into Brad Sweet. See the deck lid tether doing their job, holding that deck lid attached to the car. From Brad.
Spin in turn 2. Brad Sweet.
Going there again.
Caution flag is out. In the middle of green flag pit stops.
Meters off the 2 car, slowing down.
Yeah, there you see the spin by Sweet. Same exact thing, got up out of the groove.
Happened to get a little bit closer to this inside wall.
Uh-oh, got a problem here.
That's not good. 38 of Brad Sweet, but he does keep it off the wall.
Both right sides are flat here. Do not tear above, get it back.
We got a little issue there in the rear suspension. Looks like the rear end
I heard him say that.
was
Be careful here, getting in.
maybe, I don't know if he hit anything or not. Oh, baby. Lucky he didn't hit anything.
Yeah, that was headed right for the end of that pit road wall there.
Trouble Danica Patrick. And another car out behind her, Brad Sweet.
So you got that right rear tire just outside the groove, or at least at the top of the groove.
Yeah, Andy, that's key what you just said. The right rear tire is right up in the gray, I call it, where the groove is still narrow like I talked about earlier. And it looks like Brad Sweet just had to make a reaction to slow up, and he's the one that got loose. And you see the 30 car, James Booster, getting loose in front of Danica also. That might have caused Danica to get out of the throttle a little bit and cause this to happen.
You know, trouble. Patrick and Sweet, turn 2. Caution's out.
Same two that wrecked at the beginning of the race.
Danica's got a lot of damage this time, Andy. That right front.
It's down there on the bottom.
You know, you and I talked about this. That lower car just flat gets loose. This is something that happens all the time, but this tire is so hard to stand this new track. She just lost it getting in there.
That's her fault.
Yeah.
Brad Sweet didn't do anything there, anything wrong, except getting caught up in it.